probably what I'll be rolling in league with. 3 balls. This one, tension star, and spare ball. That's it. Ball's good. Be having a case of these too with the Attention Star.
The Roto-Grip Attention Star S2 is exactly what you were expecting and hoping for, a stronger, smoother Attention Star. Even if you've been a viewer for several years, you may not know that I have 15 years experience in a pro shop and have uploaded almost 2,000 videos over the last 10 years, so my goal is to help you dig through the mess and understand all the options out there as well as possible so that you can enjoy bowling more and waste less money on uninformed or staffer-hyped releases. We are, of course, at Royal Crest Lanes in Lawrence, Kansas on the Kegel Chromium Challenge pattern, 42 feet, 25.5 mils. The graph is linked in the description if you want more details. Not much to talk about with this one on the details. It's very simple and straightforward. Hybrid Attention Star, though this one comes at 2000 grit to help separate it more from the original. Same asymmetric Momentous AV plus AI core, 248 RG, 049 differential, and an 017 int diff. E-Trax Plus Hybrid that we saw on the TNT Infused, and in general, we've seen that cover a few times now. One of the most well-balanced covers out there in my opinion. Strong enough but not too strong, fairly clean and responsive, but still really stable and predictable. It's just a nice general purpose cover, and the Star is probably SPI's ball of the year, like out of all 3 brands. I think that the Ion Max is right up there, and the new Origin might make a late bid as well, but the Star has been one of the best balls on the market the entire year, and if you wanted a stronger sanded version to complement it, here you go. Tobias said that's exactly what it feels like. It rolls just like the original. It's not as clean and flippy, a little stronger, a little smoother. It's still a cleaner cover formula, so it's still not too difficult to get down the lane, and it still shapes pretty firmly. Now, to put it in perspective, the XL, S2, and the original Star are all in the same territory. They're all similar strength, different cover type versions of each other. Definitely all under the Gem line. Harsh Reality balls, they're more similar to the Absolute and Absolute Power. The S2 and Origin are both hybrids, but the Origin is significantly stronger, even shiny, while this one is sanded. I'll have that one as a bonus comparison later in the video. Now, while on paper the DNA Coil and the Vibo are both stronger, on the lane they don't seem to be. The covers are somewhat all over the place right now. Both Attention Stars are stronger than they're supposed to be, while balls like the Vibo, Ion Pro, and Phase AI are all pretty clean and tame despite technically having stronger covers. The same with this one as for the original. Tobias couldn't get too deep with it, mostly because it's not super clean and flippy, so it's going to want to see the lane earlier and not cover as many boards down lane. Again, it's not early and smooth like a Harsh Reality, it's just not as clean and responsive as the Star or the Vibo or DNA Coil or something that moves a lot on the back end. Sponsors help me do all kinds of things, including continuing to put videos out there. There's a link to Bowler's Mart in the description where you can order one of these or anything else bowling related. Rosedal10 is my discount code for your CoolWick orders and for 3D printed ball cups and spinners from Scarred Prints. Plus there's a discount link for 10% off a Nexus backpack, their new journal, or other products. And finally an email address for custom handcrafted items like pens, bottle openers, and stoppers, and even bowls made out of old bowling balls. Please hit the description before you get out of here and support the businesses and individuals that support me. Also take a look at my YouTube memberships, where for just $5 a month you can get all my videos early and ad-free. We'll compare it first to the original. A very simple comparison, not much to say. The OG is just cleaner and sharper. It's a little better from the deeper angles, while the S2 is a little better from straighter. I'd say more controllable, but the OG is one of the most controllable and consistent shiny responsive balls on the market. They don't get much better than the Star. The S2, I think, at least lives up to the Star's reputation. Now, if they're both the same surface, I'm not sure there's a ton of difference, especially because the shapes are so similar and it's just hybrid versus pearl. I think the S2 is also 2 parts pearl, 1 part solid. Don't quote me on that and correct me in the comments if that's wrong. But regardless, the S2 is just an earlier, smoother OG. Looking now at the Origin, the S2 is earlier and smoother, but even at 2000 grit box, the shiny Origin is still more ball. I know that response is really tricky on the eyes. You see something flippy, covering a lot of boards really quickly, and it fakes you out and makes stuff seem like it's stronger than it is. The Origin is actually getting dig though. Flippy balls are usually pretty clean, so they're longer down the lane and have less time to hook because they're skidding longer. This ball actually hooks and is ready to move when it sniffs friction. You can see it stabilizing and starting to pick up before it finds dry boards. The OG Star still gets a lot done for being cleaner and more responsive, but you can even see the difference there too, specifically because once he got further inside into more oil with the Star, it ran out of room quickly and started going too long on the fresh, but the Origin wasn't really that happy until he got in deeper with more volume. Everything will move with enough available friction, but the strong balls still hook on the oil while the cleaner balls don't. The Roto-Grip Attention Star S2 releases on November 22nd with Storm's Road Warrior and 900 Global Origin. Tobias didn't get the Warrior, but I think Zach got all of them. Once again, tons of great stuff in the description, so check that out before you get out of here. Also, I have several minutes worth of live commentary or on-lane thoughts that are following, so stick around for that as well. This video was brought to you by Panda Bear Productions. We put the in bowling. Thanks for watching, and may the strikes be with you.
I don't know if I'll be able to stay in that zone very long. I was just trying to throw a couple out there to see what it would look like. Whoops, double dribble. I like it. I mean, yeah, for me, it just seems like a hybrid Attention Star, the OG one, so be a little stronger, handle a little more oil. Yeah. Oh, that's bad. Never mind. Thought that was bad, but came back. Niner. It's probably what I'll be rolling in league with. 3 balls. This one, Attention Star, and spare ball. That's it. Ball's good. I'll be having a case of these too with the Attention Star. Slap it out. Yeah. I think if I get too deep, it's gonna be too early to get back, but more than likely I wouldn't be playing that. I'd probably, if I would switch the OG to store more energy to go down lane, and that's this deep with that one, so. Strike on either side, I guess. I don't think that's coming back. I don't think it's gonna. Yeah, I tried to open up a little bit and it just didn't. But I wouldn't be playing that zone with that ball anyway, so. Whoop. Yeah, it's not gonna make it back from out there. It's probably the zone I would probably be playing in, somewhere in there. It's good, it's good.